Hello, welcome to Zen Woman. We're still with this camera again. I'm filming outside again because it's almost sunny. Spring is almost here. So today we're going to talk about sleep and your sleep routine or your sleep pattern, or how you get to sleep and how to make that more effective so we can get deeper sleep and be more productive in our everyday life. So we all know we're supposed to have 7 or 8 hours sleep, or whatever your particular amount is that works for you. But most of us don't get it. And a big part of that problem is that we're not going to bed on time, or we're not getting to sleep when we know we should be. And there are some triggers, some things that we can do to really improve our ability to get to sleep at a good time and to get enough hours sleep in the evening. I was going to say in the day. So, and it is important. We can improve our productivity by 20% by getting good rest. Team that with staying hydrated, taking regular breaks, stretching out, relieving tension. You can increase your productivity by 30%. There's a whole formula that Brendan Burchard does on that, which is worth having a look at. But sleep is the biggest one, and it's something that we're not getting right. Now, when I say we're going to talk about a sleep routine, I don't mean we have to go to bed at 8 o'clock every night or 9 o'clock, or particularly even have a time. This routine isn't about time. It's about a series of triggers, a series of actions that we take that tell the body that it's time to wind down and shut down. Now, we're going to train the mind and the body to actually respond to these triggers. So in time, you could start doing them at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it will start to wind you down to feel tired for sleep. With enough practice, this can be an incredible tool to improve your life. It will take time to get started. The first few times you're doing it, as you start to put these triggers into the mind, they're not going to be effective yet. So stick with it, keep going, and really, it's worth the time. Really do this. Put the effort in, because it will benefit you for the rest of your life. So there are 10 things that I find that work for me. You may have different ones, you may have different orders. It's all absolutely fine. It's a case of working what's going to work for your mind and your body to switch off and wind down. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is using your intuition to know when you're tired. So this is incredibly important at the beginning of this routine inset of putting this into your mind, is because if we're not doing it when we're tired, we're just putting those triggers on and doing it just randomly, and your body's going to associate those triggers with not being tired or being frustrated because we're going to bed and we can't sleep. So to begin with, you need to instigate it when you feel tired, and you need to use your intuition for this. Now, we all work through tiredness sometimes, or we push through it, or we put a time on when we're going to go to bed. We don't listen to our bodies. So now is the time to listen. When you start feeling groggy, when your body feels like it's tired, don't finish the end of that project. Don't watch the end of your program. Turn it off. Listen to your body. Make the most of this, because this is going to be the most important thing for making this trigger system, this routine, start to be effective sooner rather than later. So listen to your body. Be aware of this tiredness and revel in it. Instead of being like, oh no, I'm tired, be like, sweet, I'm tired. I can start getting ready for bed now. I can actually get some good sleep. That's a positive thing. Because the better sleep you get, the earlier you can get up and get the stuff done anyway that you weren't doing that night properly because you were too tired. So it's not effective to just work through it anyway. But we're all guilty of that. So intuition, turn it off. Next, we're going to come to technology. We all know we shouldn't be watching technology and interacting with it at night, but we do it anyway, and it's massively affecting our sleep patterns and our ability to switch off. How do you expect your mind to switch off for sleep when you are literally connected to the whole world? Never take your phone to bed. Never watch TV in bed. I recommend that we don't even have a TV in the bedroom. Have that room separate, and make sure that you turn off your technology 1 hour, at least 1 hour before you go to bed. So we're going to take at least an hour to wind down. That stimulation from TV, from your phone, from your iPod, from, I don't know, whatever technology you have and look at night, is just keeping your mind awake. It's tiring it out, but not in a way for sleep. It's far too stimulating, and it's not necessary. You need to switch off. So at least 1 hour before bed, switch it off, everything. The third thing is to bathe or to wash or brushing your teeth, whatever works for you that is cleansing for your physical body. So get the day's grime off, get the day's dirt off, but this is also a mental thing as well. As we release that dirt, as we take off the makeup, as we cleanse the face and brush your teeth, you're essentially letting go of the physical tension of the day as well. Make this part of the routine and make it a nice part of the routine. Pamper yourself when you're doing this, not just something to rush through. Relax, take your time, and allow to feel the body relax as we start to cleanse the body of the day's stresses and the day's activities. Allow it to wind down here. So wind down as you cleanse or bathe or shower or wash or whatever you do. The next one is pajamas. So point 4 is putting on your pajamas or sleepwear or bedwear or whatever you wear for bed. Now, I cannot stress this enough. Make sure your bedwear is different to your day wear. How are you going to be prepared for bed if you're wearing the clothes that you go out in the day? Or the clothes that you work in? Or just any daytime clothes. So even if you wear a t-shirt for bed, make sure it's a different t-shirt than the sort that you wear in the day. There has to be a definition, a difference between daytime and nighttime. It has been shown that mentally we react differently to depending on what we're wearing. So having specific bedtime clothes are going to really help your mind to tone down and be like, hey, we're in sleepy gear, we're going to get into sleepy zone now. So make sure that you have different ones. Do not wear your pajamas in the day. Don't do it. Have some slouchy pants. You know, you can wear your yoga pants or whatever in the day, but don't wear your pajamas. Make that a special thing that you do for sleep. Honor your sleep by wearing your amazing pajamas for bed only. The next thing, number 5, is that it's really good to journal and get all the day's crap out of your mind, to deal with it and let it go so that you can wind down. Because sometimes it's all just going around and around and around what's been happening through the day. And then when you go to sleep, it's when it starts to activate and we lie there thinking and we're not resting. So journaling is a great way of physically taking it out of your mind and putting it on paper. It's amazing how effective this can be in helping to shut off that monkey mind. So whether journaling for you is writing pages and pages, whether it's just a sentence of the day to, you know, just sum it all up, the act of sitting and thinking about your day and how you can just get it out there will be really effective in calming you down and letting that go. Because you need to let all the crap go of the day before you can rest into relaxation, before you can come into sleep. So journal it. The next thing, number 6, is to talk about it. So maybe you think you only need to do one or the other. The journaling is a great way of organizing your thoughts, but the talking, although you may be talking about your day, is actually more about human connection. So either with your partner, kids, talk to your mate on the phone, not gossipy, hyper-excited chat, just nice, calm, how was the day, something that makes you feel connected to this person. It's one of our basic human desires, to connect with another person. And it's so comforting and it's so relaxing just to get it out and talk to someone. And particularly if you're physically there, you know, be close to them. Even if you're just touching your shoulders or hold hands, have a cuddle. It really does release these relaxing hormones, which helps you feel comfortable. It helps you feel relaxed. It helps you calm down, ready for bed. Makes you feel more safe and secure. We are pack animals and we love to have someone there with us. Very relaxing. So talk it out. Connect with someone. Number 7. Now this one works for me, but may not work for everyone. I love to read before bed. Some people say it's too stimulating, but I think it depends on the type of book that you read. And for me and for a lot of us, you know, you grow up having stories read to you when you're younger, and if you pick up that habit and then read to yourself as you get older, it becomes an incredible tool for relaxing you and calming you down, ready for sleep. Obviously, some people find reading a bit more of a challenge, or maybe the sort of books they read, you know, like a horror before bed, maybe not so relaxing. But finding something that you can read is a great way if it works for you. So that's a maybe. Particularly with us, my partner and I actually read to each other. So some nights I'll read the book that I'm reading, other nights he'll read a different book to me. we're connecting, we're bonding over the story, and we're getting our reading on. Incredibly relaxing. So, read. Maybe. Number 8. So this is one we should all be doing, and it's meditation. Meditating before bed is kind of like doing your journal, kind of like talking it out. You're releasing of the day, but you're also tuning in to your internal self. You're letting go of this outside world. You're getting ready to go inside and go to sleep, to come back in here and let the rest of it close off. Whether meditating is 2 minutes on your timer of just lying there ready for bed, whether it is actually doing a guided meditation. Now I will let you put your technology on if you need an iPod to do some guided meditation, or just relaxing down and connecting with your breath, or going through the body parts one at a time and imagine them relaxing and releasing to bring the body nice and relaxed as well. So meditation is an incredibly important tool, and you can all do it no matter what style and how long works for you. Number 9, sleepy tea. So it doesn't have to be tea. It can be a Horlicks or a hot chocolate if that's what you want to make it. Obviously sleepy tea is the healthier option generally because it has less sugar, but you choose what works for you. So having a specific drink that activates those senses, the taste buds and the smell just before bed, particularly milky tea, or not milky tea, a milky drink, not a caffeine, anything, no caffeine. Obviously, but it has to be said. So get yourself a evening drink that's going to relax you, preferably not alcohol. Again, I'm not going to condone drinking every night before bed, but get a routine of something that, again, it's a trigger. Tasting that drink, smelling that drink, even making the drink, the routine of it, will slow you down and set you up for bedtime. The last thing that I'm going to talk about today is lighting. So this you'll be doing as you go through the other steps. At the beginning, when you turn off your technology or you feel this intuitive tiredness coming on, start to turn the lighting down. Turn off the big lights in the house. As you move through the sections, start to have less lamps. Make it a little darker. Maybe even use candlelight towards the end. This will help. Naturally, we would fall asleep, we would feel tired as it gets darker, and then in darkness we would sleep. This is how our bodies and minds were trained to sleep back when we were a little more animalistic, I suppose. But now we kind of counteract that with these glaring lights right until we want to go to bed. How do you expect to turn off and relax when you've just had like full daylight to full nighttime? We can use lighting to help to tone it down slowly until we've got almost no light. I mean, we have fairy lights, which we put on when we're starting to relax. And then I have salt lamps, we have candles, and sometimes just before we go to sleep, we'll talk with the light out and do that connection then. So the order of these points can be any order that's going to work for you. There are a few that have to be in particular order, for instance, the intuition and you're turning off technology. Those two have to be first. Know when you're tired and turn off your technology for an hour before you sleep. The rest of them, the bathing, the PJs, the journal, talking, reading, meditating, sleepy tea, they can all be in any order, and the lighting is just done throughout. So those are your points. Intuition, technology, bathe, pajamas, journal, talk and connect, read, meditate, have your nighttime drink, all the way through turning the lighting down. If you start this and stay on it, put the time in, the effects won't be instantaneous. It will take time, but it will be so useful for the rest of your life. Whenever you have that early flight in the morning, you can trigger this routine so you can go to bed at 7 o'clock and get all the sleep you need, so you can get up at 5 in the morning and still be fresh. When you're working nights, you can do this when you get in after a nighttime shift to make sure that you're getting good sleep through the day. Whatever's happening with your kids, if you need to get sleep when they're sleeping and you know their bedtime's coming up, it's a good way of making sure that you're getting to bed on time as well. So give this a go. I hope that you do this because it's such a simple thing in the grand scheme of life and so effective. Please make the time and give it a go. And let me know how you found it. So share your progress. how you're finding it, and the troubles as well, because there are going to be issues where you feel like, oh, this is crap. But let's share that together. Let's share the journey and become healthier, more productive, and more rested for the rest of our lives. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.